In today's market update video, we're going to be looking at the Russia-Ukraine war and its impacts. We're going to explore further on what is this war all about and what triggered it, why is it important to us as traders, and how can we trade the volatility and still be in line with our ethical values. Hi traders, thank you for joining the Master the Markets team today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent performance. It is Thiru Napan here, founder of Master the Markets Illustrates Conference and the Traders Open Day. So today's market update topic is about the Russia-Ukraine war and its impacts. So let's just explore, what is this war all about, traders? What is this all about? How did it start, right? So firstly, as some of you would have probably read it, and also in the BBC articles, firstly it says that President Putin of Russia says that he finds Ukraine a threat. He finds Ukraine a threat. He says that he wants to remove the Nazis in Ukraine and the genocide that happens over there. But of course, all this not supported by the Ukraine president, and he says, how can this be true? These are all false claims by the Russian president Putin. And he carries on to say, the Russian president carries on to say that the war is actually to make Russia safe, develop, and exist. Okay, so that is the reason for the war, of course.
If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and smash that like icon. If you haven't joined our channel yet, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications immediately when we post up quality content like this, and especially to get our live trading updates sent directly to your phone.
A lot of other countries are not accepting those claims, and they're saying these are all false claims, and it's just their own hidden agenda just to take control and have power. Now, of course, all of us over here can have different opinions regarding this. Regardless, on the next point, we can be asking ourselves, why is this important to us as traders? One of the reasons is the news always creates volatility. And as we say in Traders Basecamp package, news is like the fuel in the car, and the gearbox is like the technicals in the market. It decides the direction. Now, the volatility, of course, will create big moves, as we have already seen in the market, and with the drop in the Dow Jones as well on this market, and also affecting the currencies as well. So based on these big moves and volatility, then we can then trade it. That goes to the next question, which is number 3. How do we actually trade this volatility? Now, there's 2 ways to do it. One, you can say that, based on your testing and for your strategy edge, you've never factored news or fundamentals in it. So you're going to be oblivious of it and just trade in a vacuum and just trust in your statistical numbers, which is fair enough. So if you have done your testing and your validity of your strategy and such, you don't need to include or be bothered about the news. You just trade it as your signals come in your strategy. The second thing is very important, whether you use the news to trade your strategy or not. Very, very important is your risk management principles, because remember, the one who holds on and preserves his profit will then be there for another day to write the bigger profits. Okay, right, so that's what you got to do. So these 2 things, do remember, whether you've factored in news or not into your testing. Based on that, then trade it accordingly, and your risk management. But as I mentioned in the Round the Clock Trader webinar yesterday, for intraday traders, it'll be more important, so just be very careful with the volatility, because that can kick stops out and all that. Maybe just wait for really good setups with smaller trade risk before then your actual reward to risk ratio starts to prove itself profitable, and also to minimize your risk on the downside.
For those of you who are unsure of any of the terminology or the concepts in this video, watch our free Trader Starter Pack 5-day video course as shown in Empire Cinema. It is educational, entertaining, and covers basics and advanced content with cross-transferable principles for trading and investments. It pertains to both beginners and intermediate traders, all dedicated towards helping you achieve consistent performance. Go ahead and register for it on the link below.
Alright, so that's what I would say on this topic. The last thing I just want to add is, I know some of you, including myself, sometimes we think about it, is this actually right to take advantage of this volatility in this war when people are actually losing their lives and families are losing their lives? Is it actually right? Is it ethically right? Yes, it's a very big conversation and topic. However, from my perspective and my opinion, I would say, there will always be different scenarios happening. Let it be, we went through a pandemic, now it's a war, it's crazy, it's crazy times in the world. How do you actually do it? There will of course be traders, of course, always trading in the world, whatever your opinion might be. I would say if you still want to trade the volatility and make money out of it, but still feel ethically in line with your values, that, if you think that, oh, am I doing the right thing? What you can really do then is go towards wealth redistribution. Now, the profits that you make out of that, use it towards force for good, use it towards good activities, and you can even send money towards the relief for the wars and all of that. And that is up to you. So think about how you can redistribute the wealth to help others in need and be a force for good. That's how I would say in terms of being ethically in line. Please feel free to put your comments below on what you feel about the whole Ukraine-Russia war and how you would trade it and still feel ethically in line. Alright traders, so that's pretty much that from me on this topic for the market update on what is the war all about, why is it important to us as traders, and how we can trade it and be still in line with our ethical values. Right, now let's move on to our market update for this week. Let's look at the markets and how they're performing. Dollar Swiss, in terms of the news impact, you can see this was a good big distribution bar over here. We have taken this on the elite room as well. We actually took it on over here on the high of the primary bar. As I said, our strategy doesn't factor news in. We just keep trading the technical patterns, because the market would have already factored in the news even before the news came out. Dollar yen, on the other hand, open equity, I would say, is diminishing to the downside, more upside for dollar yen to become a turning point. GBP/USD, on the other hand, has taken a big hit over here, as you can see, with a big a down bar. I would still say a little bit more open equity to the downside before it turns, but trade with caution and with aggressive cover. Euro dollar, on the other hand, same thing here. Open equity is diminishing to the downside, but if you still want to trade the move down, trade with aggressive cover. Aussie dollar, on the other hand, open equity is definitely diminishing to the upside, so highly probably there will be a turning point occurring to the downside. FTSE, on the other hand, as you can see over here, open equity diminishing to the downside, highly probably it could become a turning point. Dow Jones, on the other hand, did take a hit. It is a steady move down. I would say if you still want to continue on the move, aggressive cover on this trail over here if you really still want to carry on the downward move. We did take this on both the live trading room and the elite room. Both have hit our target, as I said. Usually most of this price is already factored in before the news comes out. So that's what we were trading, and our statistical numbers help us prove forward our testing validity as well. Brent oil, on the other hand, I would say that still open equity a little bit more to the upside before it turns. More aggressive cover could help as well, just in case you get a more move to a turning point and more move to the downside. On the other hand, silver open equity diminishing to the upside, so this could become a turning point. If you still want to ride it, aggressive cover would help. Gold, on the other hand, did make a spike up to new highs, 1974. It went to, but then came back down again. Open equity diminishing to the upside, so highly probably this could become a turning point if it does take out that low over there. On the crypto front, Bitcoin, on the other hand, did do a bit of a reversal. Buyer bar coming back in, open equity diminishing to downside. This could well be a turning point. Ethereum, on the other hand, did similar things as well. Open equity diminishing to the downside. This could well be a turning point over here as well. And on the other hand, Ripple, on the other hand, again similar pattern over here. Uptrend over here, but it did take out its downward side over here. Open equity diminishing to the bottom. Could be a turning point if it doesn't take out this low over there. Okay, traders, so that's on the market update on what's happening across the markets in terms of all this geopolitical news coming out here in the world, and in terms of our market performance. So let's take a look on how we performed for this week. So here's our performance for this week in terms of both the rooms. Elite room, what do we have? Cash in 4.0, 20% OE, we had a 0.36% profit. In terms of 100 pip strategy, we had a 0.5% profit, overall 0.86%. In terms of live trading room, we had a small drawdown of minus 0.77%. And in terms of 80% OE, we had a bit of upside of 0.50%. Overall, a small loss of minus 0.27% in the live trading room. Now, in terms of across both rooms, what do we have when we total them up? They're a little bit up of 0.59% for the week. Okay. All right, traders, that's all from me on this market update video. As we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.
If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.